Waz D Scene? Waz D Scene people, this is Matthew and this is another episode of Waz D Scene. And today is going to be a special episode. As you can see, I'm not in front of the green screen here, I'm actually in my office. And I'm going to do something that I've always wanted to do. And pretty much it's a reaction video to the Academy Awards, the nominations. So as you may or may not have known, the list came out just roughly a couple of hours at the time of this recording here. So I made sure to avoid social media at all costs. I didn't want to know who got nominated for what. So I'm going into this thing completely blind. Now there have been some great movies that I saw last year, and I'm hoping that, you know, most if not all of these movies actually do get nominated for some award or two. So first off, we're talking about Best Writing Original Screenplay. So the nominees are Hell or High Water, which by the way was one of my favorite movies of 2016. I absolutely loved this movie. I love the screenplay in this. I love the dialogue, and yes, this is well deserving to be on this list. La La Land, yeah, no problem. The Lobster, haven't seen it yet, believe it or not. Manchester by the Sea, haven't seen that, but I heard a lot of great things about it. And 20th Century Woman, another show that I haven't seen, but you know, it showed up on a lot of best of the year lists. So I can't really vouch for it because I haven't seen it. But at the moment now, I am just really glad that Hell or High Water made it to the list for, you know, Best Original Screenplay. Best Adapted Screenplay. First is Arrival. Not surprised, Arrival was a great script. The way how the story was told was very unique. I really like that. Fences, which I haven't seen, but I will see very soon. Hidden Figures, which I did see and I really did enjoy. Glad to see that there. Lion, which I have not seen, but I heard great things about. And Moonlight, which was an absolutely fantastic movie. I'm glad to see that this movie made it to the nominees for Best Adapted Screenplay. Job well done, Moonlight. Best Visual Effects. Deepwater Horizon, much deserved. The visual effects in that movie was, you know, fantastic. Doctor Strange, yes, hallelujah. The special effects for that movie was amazing, mind-blowing. I loved the visual effects for that movie. I'm so glad that they made it there. So, hats off to Marvel. Well done, Marvel. Well done. The Jungle Book, yes, totally agreed. Kubo and the Two Strings. Well, didn't expect to see that, but then again, this is a stop-motion animated film, and yes, they did utilize a lot of, you know, computer-generated effects in it as well too. Kubo, by the way, was one of my favorite movies of 2016. That was actually my favorite animated film of the year. So I'm so glad that it made it to visual effects. That's actually pretty amazing. Because normally you would see like an animated film on a best animated film, you know, category. But for visual effects, that's amazing. Yeah. And finally, not surprising, Rogue One, A Star Wars Story. Yeah, I mean, it's Star Wars, so you kinda have to expect you're gonna get high quality, top-notch visual effects. So yeah, glad to see that there. Not surprised, but it's there and I'm happy. Now we move on to Best Sound Mixing. Arrival, good. I mean, the sound mixing in it, well, from what I remember, was pretty good. Hacksaw Ridge, totally agree. This was also a favorite movie of mine from last year. Rogue One, A Star Wars Story, not surprised as well too. It's Star Wars, you have to expect great sound. 13 Hours, The Secret Soldiers of Benghazi. Wow. A Michael Bay movie made it for Best Sound Mixing. That's interesting. I mean, normally he would be for Best Visual Effects. Well, then again, I'm talking about the Transformers films. But yeah, I'm so glad that this movie actually made it here too. And I really thought, as far as Michael Bay movies go, this was a really underrated one. I'm not saying it's one of his best works, but it's one of his more mature works. But you know, whether you're a fan or not, I still think you should give this one a look. But all the same. And now we get to Best Sound Editing. Arrival again, not surprised. Deepwater Horizon, yeah. Hacksaw Ridge, yeah. La La Land, yeah, I understand why it's there, you know. Sully, I haven't seen Sully, but I heard that was a great movie as well too. Best Short Film, Live Action, I'm gonna tell you one time, none of these I've seen, unfortunately. They are Enmenis Interiorus. Sorry, I can't pronounce this word. La Femme et le TGV. Silent Nights, Sing, not to be confused with the movie, and Time Code. Now we get to Best Short Film Animated, one of which I saw. First one is Blind Vasha, Borrowed Time, P.S. Cider and Cigarettes, Pearl, and in my opinion, the best short animated film of 2016, hands down, Disney Pixar's Piper. The detail in the animation, it just felt so real, so lifelike, and I just loved every second of it. It's on Vimeo right now for those who didn't get around to really seeing it on big screen. So, just do a search for it and you'll find it, and hopefully you will love this thing. Now we get to best production design. Arrival is on the list. Well, cool. Arrival had some, great little detail in the sets and stuff. Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them, much deserved. Hail Caesar, which was one I haven't seen. I heard it was a decent enough effort from the Coen brothers. Haven't seen it, but I imagine because it's a throwback to old school Hollywood that the production design have to be on point. La La Land, yes, well deserved. And Passengers, which is one I haven't seen. I heard a lot of so-so things about it, but I imagine because it's a sci-fi and set within this space station that you're gonna have some really detailed sets. So not surprised. Ah boy, best music original song. Audition, The Fools Who Dream, La La Land, that was pretty good. That's the song that Emma Stone performed in La La Land. I thought that was pretty good. Can't Stop the Feeling from Trolls. Haven't seen Trolls. I heard Trolls was decent, but yeah, I haven't heard the song, I haven't seen the movie, so can't really say anything about that. City of Stars, La La Land, that was actually probably the one song from that movie I remember. Just the melody alone was just so catchy and so memorable. So glad to see that there. So yeah, 2 noms for La La Land, imagine that. The Empty Chair from Jim, the James Foley story, haven't seen that, can't really say anything. And not surprising, How Far I'll Go from Moana, which was one of my favorite songs from that movie. And yes, I love Moana. It was one of my favorite animated movies. And yeah, one of my favorite movies of 2016. Not surprised at this song here, because this is like the Let It Go for this new generation pretty much. So yeah, just so glad to see that Moana got a nomination for Best Original Song. Now we get to Best Music Original Score. First is Jackie, which I haven't seen yet. La La Land, not surprised, the musical score for that was excellent. Lion, haven't seen that, like I said before. Moonlight, much deserved, round of applause. Passengers, haven't seen, can't really say. Best makeup and hairstyling, because why not? A Man Called Ove, Star Trek Beyond, well, that should deserve for makeup, definitely, especially with the creature design and stuff. And Suicide Squad, okay. So Suicide Squad got nominated for an Academy Award. Look at that, and that movie was something. That was something. I didn't love it. I'll admit that. I'm not saying that because I love my Marvel movies, but yeah, Suicide Squad was a letdown. But hey, it kind of made it to one of the lesser known categories, or at least the category that I honestly don't really care about. But yeah, props to Suicide Squad. Well done. You get a round of applause, whatever. And now we get to the category that a lot of people look down on because it's, well, alright, I'll say it. It's the best nominees for best foreign language film. So the nominees are Land of Mine, which I haven't seen, A Man Called Ove, again, The Salesman, haven't seen, Tana, haven't seen, Tony Erdmann, which I saw the name somewhere, but I haven't seen that either. Now we get to a favorite category of mine, best film editing. First is Arrival. Yeah, I mean, once you see the story and you understand how it's told, the editing does make sense. Hacksaw Ridge, well done. Hell or High Water, another nomination. Wow, well done. La La Land, yes, not surprising. Moonlight, well done too. Props for that. And now we're gonna get to Best Documentary Short Subject. The nominees are Extremis, 4.1 Miles, Joe's Violin, Watani, My Homeland, and The White Helmets. Best Documentary Feature are, the nominees are, I should say, Fire at Sea, I Am Not Your Negro, Life Animated, 13th, which was an excellent documentary which you could watch right now actually on Netflix, and my pick for best movie of 2016. Yes, folks, my favorite movie of 2016 was a documentary, and it was called OG Made in America. I loved this movie. This beat out Civil War, and that's saying a lot. Like, I genuinely loved every minute of this movie. Folks, if you haven't seen this movie, by all means, go see it as soon as you can. You will love it. And now we get to the category that I always look forward to, Best Directing. So we have Denis Villeneuve for Arrival. Next is Mel Gibson for Hacksaw Ridge. Damien Chazelle for La La Land. This was a guy I was rooting for. From the moment I saw La La Land, I was like, yes, this guy needs to be nominated for Best Director. Also, we have Kenneth Lonergan for Manchester by the Sea. Haven't seen it, so I can't really say, if he deserves to be there or not. And finally, Barry Jenkins for Moonlight. Well done, man. Well done. And now we get to Best Actress in a Leading Role. So we have Isabelle Huppert for Elle, which was a movie that I actually saw. It's a French movie. It's from director Paul Verhoeven. So this is a guy who's no stranger to controversy, and this movie here kind of borders on that whole controversial thing. I'm not going to say what the story is about. Wow, okay. Ruth Negga for Loving. I saw Loving. Didn't love it as much as I wanted to, but I really liked it. But I thought that the standout performer in that movie was her, and I'm so glad that she got nominated for this. Alright, next off is Natalie Portman for Jackie. Emma Stone for La La Land. Yeah, great. I mean, she was fantastic in this movie, and yeah, not surprised that she made it there. And finally, not surprised, Meryl Streep, everyone's favorite Oscar nominee / Oscar winner, for her performance in Florence Foster Jenkins, which I honestly have never seen or heard, believe it or not. Now for Best Actor in a Leading Role, we have Casey Affleck, brother of Ben Affleck, of course, for Manchester by the Sea. I heard that his performance in that movie was fantastic, phenomenal. Andrew Garfield for Hacksaw Ridge. Well done, Garfield. Well done from, that transition from The Amazing Spider-Man to Oscar nominee. Well done. Not surprised, Ryan Gosling for La La Land. He always had the charm and the charisma, and it really did shine a lot in La La Land. And also he proved that he could sing and dance, and play piano as well. So I'm not sure if all those qualities are enough for him to win, but who knows, we'll see. My boy Viggo Mortensen, who you remember from Lord of the Rings, the trilogy, from a movie that I've heard a lot of great things about, but once again I haven't seen, Captain Fantastic. And finally, my boy Denzel Washington for the movie that he himself directed, Fences. I haven't seen Fences, but Fences is coming out very soon down here, and yes, I'm gonna check it out for sure. And of course, it's Denzel. I mean, come on, man. He had to be nominated for this. Denzel is the man. He is the veteran. He's gonna give you 110%. So I'm not surprised that he got nominated here. So Best Costume Design, Allied, yeah, for a period piece. Not surprised. Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them, another period piece, and with fantasy elements in it. Not surprised. Florence Foster Jenkins, once again. I haven't seen it, so I can't really say. Jackie, same thing. La La Land. Yes, I do get why it's nominated there. Well done. Best Cinematography. Oh boy, one of my favorite categories. Arrival. Yes, I mean the cinematography for Villeneuve's movies are always gorgeous. And not surprised that Arrival is there. La La Land. Yes. The cinematography in that movie was so gorgeous. It was so beautiful. So glad it's there. Lion. Can't really say. Moonlight. Yes, well deserved. Silence. Martin Scorsese's Silence got nominated for Best Cinematography. Haven't seen Silence yet, but I could imagine that, yes, this deserves that nomination. I'm hoping right now that Silence gets nominated for another award. So far, I'm only seeing for one, but we still have a few more to go. Now we have Best Animated Feature Film. Kubo and the Two Strings, which, like I said, was my favorite animated movie of 2016. Moana, not surprised, that was an excellent animated film from Disney. My Life as a Zucchini, never heard of it, never saw it. Yeah, The Red Turtle, which I haven't seen, but I heard a lot of great things about. And Zootopia, which was honestly in a lot of people's best of list. It didn't make it into mine. I mean, I enjoyed it, but I think the problem is that I saw it too late. Like, I didn't see it at the time when it came out. I think maybe if I did, then I would have loved it way more than, say, Moana and Kubo and the Two Strings. But Zootopia was a great movie. I'm not saying that it's terrible. It was a great movie. I'm glad that, it got nominated. So, hats off to Disney there. You got 2 nominations there. Well done. Now we're gonna get to supporting roles. So Best Actress in a Supporting Role, McGill Viola Davis for Fences. I heard she was fantastic in that. Naomi Harris for Moonlight, well done. I thought that her performance in that movie was so brilliant. Nicole Kidman for Lion. I mean, it's Nicole Kidman. I haven't seen the movie, but it's Nicole Kidman, of course. McGill, Octavia Spencer for Hidden Figures, and Michelle Williams, who for Manchester by the Sea. Once again, haven't seen it, but you know, Michelle Williams is a great actress, so yeah. Best actor in a supporting role, Mahershala Ali for Moonlight. Yes. My boy Jeff Bridges, Hell or High Water. Lucas Hedges for Manchester by the Sea. Haven't seen it. Don't even know who the guy is, so can't really say, unfortunately. Dev Patel, who you would remember from a little movie called Slumdog Millionaire, got nominated for Best Supporting Actor for Lion. And my boy Michael Shannon for Nocturnal Animals. I thought Nocturnal Animals was, I mean, it wasn't the best movie that I saw, but I thought that it was a really intriguing, very fascinating movie. And Michael Shannon, you know, is slowly becoming one of my favorite actors. So I'm glad to see that that he got nominated for Nocturnal Animals. And now we have made it to the grand finale, the category of all categories, Best Motion Picture of the Year. So I'm just gonna run it through. Arrival, yes, okay. Fences, great. Hacksaw Ridge, that's a surprise. Hell or High Water. Hidden Figures, well, not surprised. I mean, it is a feel-good movie, and you know, it's a movie that people should really check out. You know, La La Land, not surprised. Lion, haven't seen Lion, but I have a feeling that I'm gonna love Lion just because it made it to this list here. Manchester by the Sea, same thing, and of course Moonlight, which I would honestly say is one of the best movies that came out of 2016. I'm so glad that this movie here made it to, you know, that category of Best Picture. So yes, folks, these are the nominations for the annual Academy Awards. Well, what I could say is that I am thoroughly satisfied by this list here. Not all of the movies I've seen, but I hope to do so before the actual ceremony takes place, which is always on the last Sunday of February, each and every single year. So I'm making sure that I'm going to see as much of these of the nominees that I haven't seen, and yeah, probably with the next video I could say yes. As a matter of fact, yes. I'm actually going to do an Oscar predictions list, so I could say for sure, you know, haven't seen the majority of the movies, I could say yes, this is going to win, this have a chance of winning, yada yada. So, but apart from all that, yeah, you know, feel free to let me know what you think about this list. Do you care about the Oscars, or you know, do you just think that these movies don't deserve the praise that they do? I think they do, but I would love to hear your thoughts. And yeah, that's pretty much about it. So, you know, thanks for sticking around for this special episode here. And you know, this is Matthew, like a wise man once told me. What's this scene?